RoadCraft is the latest addition to this franchise, and yes, it has better graphics, sounds, and overall polish, but I still think SnowRunner did a few things better than RoadCraft. Hello guys, this is HP, and earlier we discussed what RoadCraft did better. Now it's time to show how RoadCraft could have done things right by looking at how SnowRunner nailed them. If you haven't seen that video yet, I highly recommend checking it out. The link is in the description. Let's start with the trucks. I don't know if it's just me, but RoadCraft's vehicle felt more like toys. The texture, colors, scale, everything. On the other hand, SnowRunner's trucks feel much more grounded in reality. The textures are detailed and the handling actually feels like you are driving a heavy vehicle. It's still not quite at the level of Mudrunner or Spin Tires, but definitely a step above of the RoadCraft. Plus, most SnowRunner trucks are licensed vehicles, which adds to realism. You can customize almost everything: engine, gearbox, tire, suspension, add-ons, paint jobs, you name it. Vehicles in SnowRunner takes damage if not driven properly, which affects power, handling, fuel consumption, and overall capability. RoadCraft, however, is missing this entire concept of vehicle wear and repair. Another thing SnowRunner does well is gears. They give you more control over your vehicle in different terrains and situations. I really hope RoadCraft add a manual gear control someday. Manual winch control is another essential feature RoadCraft lacks. In SnowRunner, you can manually select winch points on both your vehicles and objects around you. This gives you full control during recoveries. RoadCraft, by contrast, has an auto winch system that selects points based on the camera angle, which doesn't always work well, especially in the tricky situations. Now let's talk about the game beyond just the vehicles. I genuinely feel SnowRunner is better designed overall. Take the UI for example. SnowRunner's interface is clean and intuitive, with separate control for everything: crane, winch, loading bed, etc. etc. RoadCraft's UI feels cluttered and inconsistent. Every crane operates differently, and even after more than 100 hours, I am still getting used to it. Background music in SnowRunner changes with each season and is incredibly relaxing. The environmental color palettes and day-night cycles also shift with each season, which enhances the game's realism. Driving under a beautiful night sky with the moon and aurora lights above, that's something RoadCraft doesn't offer. Also, unlike RoadCraft, SnowRunner lets you skip time, helping you avoid those sudden downpours. SnowRunner even offers an immersive mode where you can hide the HUD and fully enjoy the breathtaking scenery. Waypoints are another win for SnowRunner. Setting and following them is super easy. RoadCraft uses pins, which are helpful in their own way, but having a proper waypoint system would really improve the navigation. And lastly, let's talk about gameplay depth. RoadCraft tends to get repetitive and boring after a while. Let me explain. When you start a new map, most of it is broken. You have to rebuild everything, haul the same resources along the same path to the same locations. Sometimes you will repair a long road just so one AI convoy can pass. Specialized vehicles are required for specific tasks, and there are very few multi-purpose trucks. SnowRunner handles this better. While it can feel repetitive too, it gives you an options. You are not tied to a single route or a truck. That variety keeps the gameplay alive and makes each delivery feels different. Hauling heavy cargo in SnowRunner feels rewarding. Choosing the right path, overcoming the challenges of the terrain, and then finishing with a cinematic final delivery, it's a satisfying loop that RoadCraft is missing. This doesn't mean RoadCraft is a bad game overall. Both games have their strengths and weaknesses. Even spending 3-4 hours building a 2-lane road for a scout vehicle can feel rewarding in RoadCraft. So, which one is your favorite? What are your thoughts on this comparison? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more such content. It really means a lot to me and help me keep making videos for you all. Thanks for watching. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.